Pussy Willow.
That's not a bad word.
Beautiful.
All right. Welcome back, guys. We have our full party for the first time in a while.
Woohoo!
So, who are these people?
Who are all these faces?
Who are we? All right. Session 8, you guys. We're like
Hello.
2 months in, officially.
Yeah.
All right. So, last we left off, you guys had successfully convinced Savra to let you out of the Feathergale Spire. You quickly gathered your things, left, and started to put some distance between you and the tower. Kier, the leader of the Aarakocra group, spotted you and said you could stay in their camp for the night. So you did so, and while you all rested, Gabriel, you had another interesting dream. The darkness returned to you, but more powerful this time. You recognized it as a storm, the elements of the storm kind of matching the ones you've seen on your journey. You also seem to gain a new ability from the dream. It's happened to you before, but you still aren't sure how. And you guys, once you woke up, you decided to return to Red Larch to search for another lead. And on the way, Arindriel, you actually had a visit from a disembodied head made of coal and fire. It claimed to be the one who presented you with your sword and offered you the power that comes with it if you agree to kill its enemy. While you all were distracted with Arindriel's episode, you didn't notice Poppy slip away. You called out to her, but instead got the attention of some nearby scouts. It was a group from the Feathergale Spire, and it seems they know that you have stolen from them. They kind of initiated battle right away. After a few rounds, you almost had them until 2 more show up on hippogriffs, and they jump off and glide toward you with their wingsuits. And then at the beginning of the round that we left off one, you finally see Poppy on her little legs running up to you guys like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And we will start with Poppy. Go ahead and roll some initiative for me, and we will get you in the turn order.
Do I get to re-roll ones on initiative?
No.
That's a stand.
She's a halfling.
Oh.
It's an ability check.
Is that any? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. With the halfling thing, yeah.
Alright, let's try this one. Oh, 15.
15. All right, let me put you in here, and then resort turn order. And we were at the top of the round. And let me real quick remind everybody. G is concentrating on bless, and G, Gabriel, Arindriel, and Soren are all blessed currently.
Sorry, Poppy, you weren't here. You don't get
Remind
prayed
me
for.
You
Yeah, so
don't
it's
get
D4
prayers.
to ability, or to attack rolls and saving throws. And then Arindriel, you are concentrating currently on Fairy Fire, I believe. And this guy up here is being affected by Fairy Fire. And he is also paralyzed from Soren's hold person. So he's kind of like just paralyzed and kind of laying prone on his vulture. Both vultures are about 15 feet in the air. So we will stop.
Possibly important note: is he prone on top of that vulture? Because that could matter.
Yeah, he would have fallen down, but the vulture, like the same way he was able to catch G whenever he went unconscious, he was kind of able to like still steady his rider and like keep him on him.
I'm just thinking about how the prone condition affects ranged attacks and melee attacks. So that's important.
Well, he does have Fairy Fire right now, so he would have advantage. So the range attacks would just be a straight roll.
Accurate. I'm up to speed.
We will go ahead and start with Gabriel.
Man, I had 2 weeks to prepare what I was going to do right now, and
That sounds like D&D.
should have done. Should have looked over a little bit. But all
Gabriel,
right,
you're first up. Go.
let's
No,
go.
Let's
he's-
not forget, before we begin, that one of these birds is Buick Skylark. The one, I think the
This-
one holding the, or DM.
Yeah, this guy
You
here
better
is
Convince it
Skylark.
to flip upside down, or it might be a sacrifice today.
I'm just
All
saying, you know,
So then I'm not gonna throw
you
an
have
ice
hearts.
bomb, and then-
Arm the beast.
You don't want G to leave the campaign.
All right, let's just,
I love.
I'm gonna cast the fire bolts at the dude and the burb.
which
Right.
dude on the bird?
This dude.
Okay.
All right, so he's a person that is held and potentially prone. How does that affect the attack roll?
So ranged attacks normally have disadvantage for prone creatures, but he has fairy fire right now, which would
Okay.
give you advantage. So it would just be a straight roll.
Okay, plus I'm blessed.
Plus you're blessed, so plus a d4.
All right, so we'll try the firebolt, the fire bruto. That is a 24.
Oh yeah, that is.
That's going to be this one. 5 points of fire damage.
5 points. All right.
And then let me check. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of bonus action stuff I could do. I don't remember if my blade song's active or not. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Good enough for me. All right, then I will stay put, and we'll see how the battle unfolds.
All right, perfect. So we'll go. The two new guys that just came down are gonna go. I'll do this guy first. He's going to make a unarmed strike against G. That's an 18 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. So it's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
And go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw
Ruh-roh.
to maintain concentration
Oh,
on bless.
Oh right, yeah.
I thought
that
other
is-
terrible things were happening.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what else is happening?
No,
Yeah.
no, sorry.
Yeah. That's 13.
Yeah, so you're good. All right, so he's gonna do. He has a multi-attack, so he's gonna try again. Oh, went right off the course, but that's all right. I'll count it anyways.
Then that means it misses.
It actually does miss. Just
Ah.
7.
Yeah, that for sure misses.
All right. So then, this other guy is gonna do the same thing against Arundriel. He's gonna do 2 unarmed attacks.
I'm gonna spend a lucky point to impose disadvantage on the first one.
Okay. Ooh, damn! Other one was a natural 20.
Oh.
But that's all right. So this one is actually. Let me pull up character sheet.
That's how you use luck.
It sure is. That's a 16.
That misses.
All right. So very good use of that. He's gonna try again. That's better. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll do it.
That's also a 10 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
And then go ahead and do the Constitution saving throw to maintain the fairy fire.
22.
Oh, psh, yeah. You're like not even phased.
Awesome.
All right, and now we are at. They're gonna stay put. So now we're at G's turn, and Arundriel's on deck.
Neat. So that fellow right in front of me, he's my
Mhm.
target. And sorry again, yeah, same thing. Had weeks to prepare. To be fair, I was someone else for a week. We are going to, yeah, just
That was a fun
attack.
one-shot.
It was. We're gonna attack with my trident of Fish Command, and I plan to Fish Command him right in the face.
Okay.
That's gonna be 22.
That hits.
That hits, and I even forgot that I was blessed, but it still counts anyway. I'm just gonna roll on here for damage. 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And
It's 8 points of stabby fish stab damage.
That's the official term.
It is now.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure I
it
saw it in the
is.
player's handbook.
And I am going to take my chances here and use my bonus action to use my adrenaline rush dash and try to get away and hopefully be fine without an attack of opportunity. But let me show you where I'm trying to run to. So I'm dashing through the snow. I'm going to try to go there, if you can see that.
Show me one more time.
Round about here.
He's just gonna push right in between Arendriel and the guy attacking him, like,
I
move!
can,
Well,
I can go
because
around
he's-
if I need.
Yeah, because he has full movement with his adrenaline rush. He basically gets double his movement.
I just like the idea of like, get out of the way!
What's happening?
I don't know what's going on with this music.
Did I need to roll for? Were you going to try to use a reaction for attack of opportunity?
I am in just 1 second. I'm distracted
Okay.
because my music is just stuck in the middle. It's like
I mean, I
not.
can hear it. It sounds good.
Oh, it's
I hear it
stuck
now.
on. Okay, for me it looks stuck and I can't hear it.
We hear
Yeah,
it.
it's
You can
it
always
stopped
refresh
for a
roll
second.
20 and that usually does it.
Let me try that. Oh boy, can't say anything.
You're fine.
No. Everybody died.
Good luck defeating us now, DM.
Okay,
All
now I
go
can hear.
invisible.
Yes, he is going to take an opportunity attack real quick. That's not great. That is an 11 to hit.
That is great for me. I get away
Okay.
safely.
All right. Let me
Oh.
extend this back. That ends your turn.
Yup.
Okay, so now we are at Arendriel and Poppy's on deck.
Alrighty. Alright, I am going to cast Vengeful Blade.
Okay.
Take an attack with a greatsword. 12.
That misses.
Did you use bless?
Oh, and
Oh yeah,
bless.
don't forget about bless. You need a 4.
Oh, that's a 4, so 16.
Oh my god, that just hits.
Made all
Sweet,
the
good call.
Well done.
The power of prayer.
Hail Xandor.
Exactly.
And shit damage rolls, but whatever. 7 points of greatsword damage, slashing
Okay,
damage.
slashing damage. All right, perfect.
And then you kind of see the the mist circle him. So if he attacks or casts a spell, then stuff happens. So
Okay. That ends your turn.
I think with my bonus action, yeah, that's gonna be it for right now.
Okay. Poppy, you were off checking something and now your friends are in battle and you've just run up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep running to here. As I'm running, I'm just gonna say, sorry guys! I'm not used to working in a group before, but I'm trying really hard. And I'm gonna throw a blade at this guy.
Okay.
So
How far can you throw? Because he's 15 feet up.
I can throw for 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, you got it then.
So is it at advantage or just normal because he's prone? Up very
I'm gonna say it's normal because he is indeed prone.
15.
That just hits, yeah.
Alright. That's 8 points of damage.
8. Yeah, never mind. Okay, yeah, it's -8. I was thinking about sneak attack, but does sneak attack still count if he's prone?
I have to have advantage or someone has to be within 5 feet.
Okay.
But now I'll get advantage because of my Vex.
Well, the advantage was there because of Fairy Fire, but it was negated because the
And
prone.
that means she
Yeah,
didn't have advantage.
Yeah.
She rolled
Yeah.
straight.
I think I have to roll with advantage.
Sneak attack doesn't proc if your advantage is negated. You have to
Okay.
actually have
So then
advantage on
it
the
wouldn't
roll.
count for this one either, because even though you have advantage, he's still prone.
Oh man, that's
Why wouldn't that for your sneak attack?
Would it
She
not?
has
Would it
she
still
has
not
advantage.
be negated?
Well,
But-
does
That's
my
true.
does
That's
my
true
Vex-
because
yeah.
two advantages and one disadvantage is still a straight roll. So that's a good point.
Yeah. That sucks.
You can't,
Anyway,
you can't stack them on top of each
You're-
other.
Yep. Yeah, DM's right.
Your 2 hit is still pretty high, so go
Roll
ahead and
4.
it's alright. I'm gonna throw at this guy then.
okay.
Instead,
You-
so that way I can at least get advantage next turn if I hit on this.
Does it say specifically that it has to be the same creature? Because since you hit with your first one, you would have advantage on your next one. Does it say specifically that it has to be the same person? I don't think so.
So-
Yeah, to get the advantage, it has to be the same person. To throw the blade, I can throw it at anyone.
Okay. I didn't think that was the case, but I believe you.
Yeah, like with the Vex, I can only use that like on the same creature. Like it has to be that creature.
I got you. Okay, so
Right.
yeah, go ahead and hit this other guy then.
I rolled a
If
1.
you
so
can.
I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna re-roll my
Oh,
second
shit.
one of the day.
Okay.
Oh,
Halfway
natural
stuff
20.
There we
Natural
go.
20?
Is the opposite.
Nice, okay.
Yeah,
I rolled a
Lovingly,
D4.
I say,
D4. I rolled a 2 and a 4 plus 5. That's 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, very good.
lovingly, I say, F Sam Regal for not doing that.
He hates that shit. Also, Sam Raven, we
Alright.
love you.
Does
Yep.
that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay, so we are now at Soren with the initiates that are on the birds. They're up next. Soren, you can see this guy. He is still being held by you. And then this, yeah, you can see him on the board.
I sure can. What I would like to do is, I don't want to spend an action to do it, but just at a quick glance, do any of these targets look significantly more damaged than the others?
Yeah, just at a quick glance, this guy that is prone and paralyzed, even though he's not moving, you can still see he's like blood's coming out of his mouth, and he's looking pretty freaking rough.
Having a
Yeah,
bad
I'm just
day.
gonna shout out like, "Focus fire!" and then I'm gonna cast Sorcerous Burst at that MFer right there.
Okay.
So he is
Please pop the 8s.
he is prone, so I don't get advantage, but I want to eliminate targets. So straight roll plus bless. That is a 19 to hit.
Yep.
And Goob, you're thinking of my Chaos Bolt. This is not one that can bounce. This is just
Oh, I thought the
Yeah.
Sorcerer's Burst was like if one of them rolls an 8, you can.
not on Sorcerer's Burst. You're thinking of my Chaos Bolt that can jump. This is just
Yeah,
a
Sorcerer's
single.
Burst is just a cantrip.
This is just a single D8 damage until I hit level 5 and get 2 D8 damage. I'm gonna make it fire damage because fuck this guy.
Okay.
Alright.
1 point of fire damage.
Ah.
Take that.
Devastating.
Damn it.
Ah.
I'll be like, he looks like he's going down. I think I got him. And then I'm gonna move. I'm trying to stay within the confines of the map. I want to move as far north as possible to get as far away from the guy who is not currently engaged.
Okay, you move 30 feet?
Yep.
There you go.
And that ends my turn.
All right. So now is the initiate's turns. We'll go with the paralyzed guy first. What is the DC that he has to make to get out of this paralysis?
That is because I am. I've got my innate sorcery active. It is a 16, and I extended it so he has disadvantage.
Okay.
He is not getting up. Let's just say that.
Disadvantage. And you said it was what kind of save? I'm sorry.
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom. All right. Let me look at his stat sheet. Ooh. -1 for wisdom. Yikes. No, that's a 10.
That is what I like to hear. And for
He
accuracy, it wasn't my extended spell, it was my heightened spell that gave him disadvantage against saves on that spell.
I got you.
It was a heightened cold person that gave him disadvantage.
Alrighty. So that is gonna end his turn because he can't do anything else. He is still paralyzed and bleeding out. This other guy is going to take a hand crossbow shot against. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot over at Arendriel. He notices him focusing on that whatever's making his buddy glow over there. And he's going to use a bonus action to do Guiding Wind and give his ranged attack advantage.
Boo.
17 to hit.
That is my AC.
9 points of piercing damage.
And it was from the other guy that's like right to the left of me, or right north
Yeah,
of me.
yeah. It was from this guy here.
Okay.
So 9 points of piercing damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw to maintain that fairy fire.
Save. It's 23.
Yeah. You are good. Alright, he's gonna stay put. And we're gonna move on to Gabriel, back at the top of the turn, and then the two baddies on the ground are gonna go after that.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot another firebolt at dude that's held and in rough shape.
Okay.
Go Fire Bruto! Oh, that's not great. 16.
That hits.
Hey. That will be... Nope, not
I feel like
that.
Bless is coming through super clutch on this fight.
Right? That'll be 8 points of fire.
How would you like to do this?
Nice.
Yeah, so I fire my little firebolts, and he's already laying down, so as it just hits him, it just knocks him right off the bird, and he just plummets to the ground, being pretty on fire.
Alright. He, in his not quite unconscious but unmoving state, can't avoid this firebolt, and it pushes him off, and as he's sliding off, you hear just the saddest screeching noise from Buick Skylark as his rider plummets to the ground. Dead.
G has conflicting feelings about this.
Gee, now's your chance to reclaim him.
Yeah. I'll call for it.
Well done. Do you want to move or anything?
Now that you mention it... No, I'm actually gonna stay put.
Stay in put.
But
Alright.
worth a check, thank you.
Alright, so these guys are going to unfortunately gang up on Arendriel a little bit. This guy's gonna run down and do an attack. That is not great. That's a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Okay, he's gonna try again. Multi-attack. That's better. That's a 22 to hit.
Alright, that hits.
Ooh, I keep rolling 7s on my d8s, because that's what's up. That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
Noob, you hit one of these guys with the ventral blade, right? Or was it the other guy?
I hit the guy that was right in front of me. This guy, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we're good.
This guy right here.
Alright, so go ahead and make another Constitution save. Well, your Fairy Fire is gone anyways, because the only guy it was affecting is gone.
Yeah.
I'm
So
also no
you're-
longer concentrating on hold person.
Well, correct. Let me get rid of these little dots. There we go, and... Oh, hell. I can't see! Alright, we'll
Oh,
worry about the
hell.
dots later. Okay, did he went twice? Yes, because he missed the first time. Alright, so now this other guy is going to do the same thing. 2 unarmed strikes against Arendriel.
Oh, this might not be good.
That's going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And then he gets something because he made an attack.
Yes. He takes 1d8 of, so 3 points of necrotic damage.
For my
Alright.
curiosity, does that trigger after the effects of his attack or before? Like, can he try to attack and die from your damage, or does it take place after the fact?
That I'm not sure.
All right, we'll worry
Uh,
about it later. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I would say I'd have to make a ruling in the moment, but I would like to say that the movement itself is what's causing him to take the damage. So if he died in the process, it definitely wouldn't be full damage. I don't know if it'd be no damage, but I might take like some damage off.
Yeah, it's like it's all it says in the spell. If the target makes an attack or casts a spell before my next turn, the start of my next turn, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and the spell ends after that.
DM's choice.
All right. Well, we'll worry about that if he dies in the process. All right. So he took damage. He went to swing, and even though he went to swing for you, he misses and just feels just this necrotic energy going up his wrist instead. He did not like that. Okay. Gonna hit you one more time. He is not gonna hit you one more time because that's only a 13.
All right.
They're gonna stay put, and we are now at G with Arendriel on deck.
So can I try maybe like to make an animal handling check or something to call for Buick Skylark to come to
Yes.
my aid? To, like come pick me up?
I'm not gonna have you waste an action on that. There's no way this bird is gonna.
Okay.
You can't speak bird. Like that was his rider.
I thought we had something special, but it's fine. It's fine. I read more into it than they did, and
He got
Our
attached
DM
on the
played-
one night stand.
Our DM plays with our emotions, you know. Here's a vulture.
I thought I had a friend for life, but you know.
You left in the morning and you're like about to say I love you.
Okay, so now that I'm dealing with my heartbreak,
I'll call you next
Take
time.
1 point
How about
of
that?
psychic
yeah,
damage.
I'll
exactly
text you.
1 point psychic damage.
Yeah, like
I've
heartbreak
just been
damage.
so busy.
Can I get your Snapchat?
Exactly. I am trying to attack the fellow to the right of Arendriel, and we are going to huck a guiding bolt right at the face.
Okay.
And so let's see how that goes. Ooh. Why can't I do math? It's 14.
That misses.
Yeah, just missed. Just slid right on by. And
You're too emotionally distraught over.
I know,
being
exactly.
Skylark that-
Got in my head. And that's just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Orindriel, you've got two motherfuckers who keep punching you right in the face.
Alrighty. What do I do? What do I do? I am just going to stay in the pocket. I am going to cast at 2nd level Armor of Agathis
Okay.
as my bonus action.
Nice.
So now I have 10 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast Vengeful Blade again and keep hammering on this guy that I've been hammering on.
Okay.
Please hit. That'd be cool. 17.
That hits.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, that is 12 points of
Holy
slashing
shit.
damage.
Ooh, that hurt him. Sliced right across the chest. He is not
And,
feeling good.
And the same mist goes around him. So
Okay, so if
next
he
time.
takes an action.
yeah. Basically, if he tries to attack or cast anything on anybody, stuff happens.
Gotcha. That ends your turn?
I gotta get the puppy.
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, so now we are on Poppy with Soren on deck.
Alright. Gotta run up over here.
Running over here.
And I'm gonna throw at this guy, and since I hit him last turn, I should have advantage on a mistake.
Okay,
19.
that hits. Go ahead and roll damage with your sneak attack.
No. 14 points of damage.
Ooh, man. Oh, he like goes down to a knee. He's hurting very badly.
And I'm gonna hit him again with
Hit him
advantage.
again!
Yeah. Oh no, that's not gonna hit him. That's a 13.
Oh, no, it misses.
An advantage. Ugh. Oh my god.
Damn. He's like over here coughing up blood.
Oh, that sucks. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Soren, you are up, and then the initiate on the other vulture is up next.
Oh my goodness. Alright, which one is the one that got super wrecked and is almost bleeding out?
The one to the north of Orindriel.
I aim for that one. And I say, alright, fire didn't do a lot. This time he needs to freeze! And I cast Sorcerer's Burst, and I'm gonna make it cold damage.
Okay, and what's the range?
1,000,000.
Okay.
120 feet.
Yeah, you got it.
Take
That
2
is
of
a
these
million.
and call me in the morning.
This
We
is with
round up
advantage
here.
because of my innate sorcery and bless. Yeah, a fucking lot. That's 16 plus 1 plus 7 is 24.
Yeah, that hits.
But what will the D8 do this time?
I don't know.
One.
6 points
Hey.
of cold damage.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Hey.
Nice.
As I sent out the last one, the little burst of flame, which I feel like just kind of went, and then I ran away. This time I'm like, all right, for real this time. And I like the translucent green flames that kind of come up and quickly vanish from view when I activate my innate sorcery just kind of flare up again a little bit as I cast the spell, and you see this burst of energy that seems almost like, I don't want to say colorless, but not necessarily easily definable, to kind of sear across until it hits his body, and then you just see like frost just kind of crawl up his neck, and you just see kind of his eyes go wide until his chest stops moving with breath, and he just falls over.
He does indeed. Arendriel, you're focusing on this guy to your left, and just suddenly this guy, this other guy next to you, he just all of a sudden his skin just starts to turn white with this frost, and he just kind of crumples in front of you, and you just look over at Soren.
Oh
I
my
think
god,
I'm
dude, that was
figuring it out,
amazing.
guys. Thanks.
That was great.
I'm getting
Helen.
better as I try, and that ends my turn.
Alrighty. That ends your turn. This initiate, he is getting a little concerned and may want to live to fight another day. So he is going to retreat a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And by a little bit, the vultures have 80 feet of movement, so I mean a lot of it.
Better run.
Oh, yeah, they don't come close enough for me to hit them. Damn it.
So he goes 80 feet. He's trying to get out of here. He yells out to his friend, sorry, Steve!
Steve.
Poor Steve.
Yes. Give us a name to quote to Steve
All right.
before he dies.
So he is on the move.
Hi, Steve.
And then, so we will go to the top of the round with Gabriel. And then the last baddie on the field, on the ground, will go next.
All right, I'm gonna come up and try to help out my buddy here.
Okay. How much movement do you have?
50 feet.
Oh yeah, because you're doing the blade singing, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm speedy. And I'm gonna hit him with the booming blade just for fun.
Do it.
Alright, so that is a 21.
That hits.
Be 5 of piercing. Wait, check that. Sorry, 8 of piercing.
8 of piercing.
Yeah, forgot the modifier.
All right, this guy also, kind of like his buddy before, kind of goes down, starts coughing up blood. He's looking very, very hurt.
And then, yeah, he kind of gets encased with some potential energy. And then I'm gonna back up 5 feet, just in case he feels like rocking it.
Okay. All right, and then that ends your turn. So it's gonna be his turn, and
He's welcome to opportunity attack if he wants, but he would have to do so at disadvantage.
Let's see. Does he want to do that? He took his turn, so he has his reaction. Yeah, he's gonna try to do that. You said a disadvantage?
Yeah.
He's feeling pressured. His buddy just left him. That's a natural 1.
That does not hit.
Oh,
He
man.
made an attack though, so he
Yep.
takes damage from the other thing, the Vinci.
yeah.
He takes three points of necrotic damage.
Okay, he had
Wait,
exactly 3 HP left.
Oh, gee, really?
He had exactly 3 left.
So,
So it, go ahead.
I was going to try to non-lethal him.
Well, he
so,
lethaled himself.
so
Damn it.
as he tries to take a swipe, you just see like all the like kind of like dark mist around him just kind of crawl into his throat, and then he just kind of fucking like starts seizing, and then he just fucking dies.
Nice. That's exactly how it goes. Very well done. This guy, I mean, you can try to hit that other guy as he's flying away, G.
I have an idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have an idea.
Go for it.
So I am going to. Hold on. I'm trying to see if this is worth it. Do we think it is worth it, team?
Yeah,
to
then.
try to.
Always.
Okay. Got
I mean,
it.
Stop him?
Uh,
Yes. Stop him? Yes.
Yeah.
From what?
He could go get reinforcements, obviously.
Yeah.
They're gonna know when they don't come back.
Okay, I'm gonna
Then
run
we
up.
can steal their clothes and we can try to act like we're them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to be these people?
I
Oh,
mean,
but I
if,
have an idea.
if need be, sure. Sure. Why not? Why not have the option open?
And I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the dude.
Oh shit. All right.
That'll do it.
Wait, so he's on.
Just get the
Right,
clothes
but I
real
feel
quick.
like the bird is like
Is
taking
it just
orders.
like you
So
know
if
he
he's
just
paralyzed?
freezes and then just the bird keeps going? Like,
We shall see. He did tell the bird to flee.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. His wisdom is shit. 12.
He is held.
Oh boy. He is held. I'm gonna make a dexterity check for the vulture to see if he can recognize that his rider's suddenly not on his back anymore and like stop and catch. So that dropped all of your concentration on your bless, and
It
now
does,
you're
yeah.
concentrating on hold person.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna put my little extra dice away.
We are unblessed.
Yep.
Sorry,
Just
y'all.
gonna have someone stuck in the air like this, just floating.
I feel blessed just to be here playing.
for realsies.
All right, let me look at the vulture's character sheet. Let's see what his dex is. Not great. Okay. No. That is a 5. So he kind of flies right under the guy. And so dude is gonna fall paralyzed 15 feet to the ground. That's a D what per 10 feet?
6.
E6.
D6 per 10 feet. He's flying 15 feet.
6.5.
That'd be one
Does does the extra 5 count for anything? I don't think so.
Does the extra 5 count? He's also paralyzed, so he can't like catch himself. So I feel like
Dude's
I
gonna.
want
How
to.
well
I kind of
can
want
you
to
catch
add a
yourself from a
D4.
15-foot drop? Is there?
Like a tuck and roll kind of a situation.
Right.
Hey, what are those guys that run around and do that shit all the time?
Wrestlers.
Parkour.
I don't know.
Hardcore parkour. Yeah.
I don't know,
Parkour,
but he falls. Bird goes. He
I love
falls.
this.
He takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And he is prone, and he is sad.
All right, and I'm going to use my bonus action to also like use my other adrenaline rush and try to make it up there, which I've already used 30
did.
feet of movement, so
Yeah.
I would get another 30 feet, I think. If I'm
Yep.
correct. Okay. So yeah. And then
How many adrenaline rushes do you have?
Well, none now, but I have 2 normally per long
Okay.
rest.
Okay, so now you have 0.
Mhm.
Alrighty. That ends your turn?
Yup.
Okay, Arindriel. You see this guy fall from the sky, kind of in a paralyzed state.
I will use all my movement to try to run towards this dude. But I got nothing else. I don't think that I can do. I just kind of like look at G and I'm just like, do we kill him?
I think we should ask him questions.
And you just see like Arindriel start to open his hand and then just kind of close it and is like, all right, I guess we got to get there in time before he gets back up. And I guess, is it my full turn?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I'll use, well,
Wait,
I can't
you
dash.
you just moved. You're 30
Yeah.
feet, so you still have your action and your bonus action.
I can't dash and then grapple, right? It takes an action to grapple, right?
Yes.
Oh, frick.
I mean, he's being held right now.
He's grappled by
Waiting.
magic.
Yeah, that's true. I'll run up. I'll use the dash action just to kind of get right up to him,
Mm-hmm.
just in case anything does happen. And I just kind of look at everybody and I'm like, all right, time out. And that's it.
All right. So, Poppy, you are, it's your turn. Soren's on deck.
I'm gonna use my action and my bonus action to skip on up to this guy.
Your action, your bonus action, or your
Or my
movement and
action,
your
or
bonus
my
action?
movement and my bonus action, sorry.
Your movement and your bonus action to dash.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a skip. Just for fun. And I have rope. So I'm gonna take out my rope and I'm gonna try to tie this guy up.
All right.
I really want
Just
to.
like last week.
Make make a
We're learning.
dexterity check for
He is
tying this guy up.
paralyzed.
See how well your knots and stuff are.
My hoopty-loopties. 15.
Yeah, he's not moving, so yeah, you pretty easily are able to kind of like bind his arms down to his sides and stuff. He is tied up.
Can I hog tie him like with his legs and arms behind his back?
And his limbs are kind of hard to manipulate because he's paralyzed. But you can like get his arms like kind of like to his sides and wrap it around his torso, kind of a
That
situation.
works. Got
Okay.
him, you guys. He's not moving.
All right, Soren.
Are we out of combat at this point? Are we still
I'm
in
gonna
combat?
say. I'm going to say, yeah, he's paralyzed. He's gonna in a second be able to try to get out of that, but he is now also kind of hogtied. So I'm gonna say, yeah, for the moment.
Unless these birds got issues.
Did they fly off or they hang
The birds are kind of flying off. They kind of are like, this is a lost cause situation. They're gonna fly back home.
Nice work, everyone. Is anyone hurt?
Yes.
A little bit, but I'm alright.
All right. After a couple of seconds, he's gonna make another wisdom saving throw to try to get out of that paralysis. How long does that last? 1 minute?
1 minute, yeah. So
Okay, it's a 10. So for a couple more seconds, he is paralyzed.
So I'm pretty sure these guys came and attacked us because they know we stole from them. So what questions are we asking?
how do we get vultures for ourselves?
Okay, I'm ready.
We can ask him where they're keeping the lady.
Yeah.
The lady that we're looking for.
Oh yes, you're so
Good
smart,
idea.
Poppy.
Who are you working for?
I think.
Isn't this guy an initiate? Like he's like new? It doesn't matter. Let's ask him.
I'm gonna just kind of lean into his face, and I'm just gonna nod at G and be like, "Whenever you want to drop it, so he can respond, I'm ready."
And I don't know what the motion is for doing this, but I am no longer concentrating. I am distracted.
All right. You drop concentration. And when you do, you see his body kind of like loosen up a little bit, and then he starts, let me out of this.
We'll be more than happy to, Steve. But first, you're gonna answer some of our questions.
I'm not Steve. He was Steve.
We killed
What's
Steve.
your name?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well, then you're Steve.
You're all Steve unless you tell me your name.
You want to get nothing out of me.
gonna whack him on the back of his kneecap with like the backside of my dagger.
Oh God! You've already got me. Jeez.
That's
what
what's
we
so dangerous.
want is your knowledge. So the
Of
name
vultures.
the name was the easy question. Here is the hard question. Where is Desenia being held?
I don't know any Desenia. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Not sure how many times I have to repeat myself, but I'll give you one, just for you to realize that you are by yourself, by 5 people, with no assistance or birds, for you to realize what a perilous situation you're in. Has that set in yet? Okay, good. Where is Desenia being held? And also, how do we get our own vultures to ride? Because she wants to know.
Asking for a friend.
First of all, we trained those vultures for months. They will never respond to any of you. Second, I still don't know anybody named Desenia.
Insight check.
I was just
A
gonna
little
say.
inside check.
Okay.
So, gee,
And-
apparently they train those vultures for months,
Oh,
and
no.
that's how they get their own.
Ooh,
I need
7.
a baby vulture, is what I'm hearing. I still have
Roll
this
Roll a
pocket.
7.
Yes.
All right. He seems to be telling the truth.
I have this pocket egg. Maybe that has a vulture in it.
You guys just want me to stab him to like make him talk? I can do that.
So I would like to cast thaumaturgy to make my eyes like burst, like, or at least appear to like burst with flames, to try to just demand, tell us anything that you know that's worth your life, or say goodbye.
Where do you get your vultures?
And
One question
He was
at a time, guys. He's gonna get confused.
All I know is Thurl is going to be looking for you. Kill me if you must.
What's that name?
who?
That's the guy that I robbed.
Yeah, Thurl Moroska.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's the commander.
Yeah. No.
Poppy,
Well, he's pointless.
Poppy, you want to just give him that 40 gold back? And then, I mean, it wasn't really all that much anyway. You can just give it back, and then maybe bygones will be bygones.
No, I'm not
I don't
doing
know
that.
if that's how it works, friend.
I think
Or
that's
we could just dig a hole and put him in it, but that's not really my style.
It's
Not
a
digging
matter
a
of
hole.
pride at this point.
Yeah.
We can leave him for the
I don't-
vultures.
I pull out my great sword and put it right to his neck, and I'll look at everybody. I'm like, I don't give a shit what happens to this guy.
Watch out, he's great.
I don't think he knows anything. I think he's going to go back and tell them about how good we fought, and then they're going to come for us again, stronger.
I think we just made some enemies here last night and today.
You definitely did.
So
Well,
let me
to be fair-
ask you, not Steve. What do you think we should do with you?
Well, obviously I'd like to live.
You gotta give us a reason.
I want to check his pockets.
Why do we keep you alive?
Nice.
Go ahead and check his pockets. Make an investigation check.
I'm pretty sure that's going to go wonderfully.
But you're a wizard, so you should be good on that. So
Yes, all of my intelligence is really high, and that's why I rolled a 7.
You kind of go through his pockets. He's not really carrying much of anything, but you do find some gold on him. You find about 15 gold pieces on him.
I just leave it. Arangriel. Sidebar.
Yeah, what's up?
are you really gonna kill this guy? I mean, he's unarmed. He doesn't have anything of value. Like, I guess we haven't really talked about what kind of group we are, but are we the bad guys? We went into their house. We stole from them. They're trying to get their stuff back. Now we're torturing and robbing and probably killing them. Like, what's the plan here? Because you kind of scared me a little bit the way you just threatened him like that.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking about is that he can go back to his boss and tell him what direction we're heading.
He doesn't know what direction we're heading. He knows we're here, but he doesn't know where we're going from here.
I mean, he can watch us if he wants to.
Unless... Oh, sorry, y'all are sidebarring.
We are
don't hear.
sidebars. Yeah.
I mean, unless she can make him forget what happened, what he found here. I mean, they attacked us. I know we did something, but it's not like we physically harmed them. We took shit from them. Poppy took something from them.
Well, that's why I'm kind of asking you off to the side, because you really looked like you were the one who was ready to kill him where he laid all roped up. And I'm not trying to tell you how to roll. I'm just trying to ask, like, are you all about killing unarmed prisoners? Is that our deal? Or were we just acting super tough? Because I can totally do that.
It's kind of like column, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I mean, I just don't want him going back and telling his boss what the fuck we were up to, or that they found us. But I mean, I'm okay with letting him go if that's what we want to do. I mean,
I was just trying to get your vibe because your opinion really matters to me. And also because, like, you were the one who was so ready to kill him, and I didn't want to, like, crush your vibe.
Oh.
But for me, because I wasn't ready to kill him, and that makes me feel kind of weird. Maybe I'll be used to that sort of thing in a bit. I don't know, but I was just trying to get a read on... I want us to provide a united front, I guess.
Oh, I would totally kill him if we were all in agreement.
Well, I kind of feel weird about murdering unarmed prisoners who can't really threaten us anymore. I guess because I think if he goes home, I mean, they're gonna know that we killed most of them when the rest don't come back, or when the birds go home by themselves. I'm not sure this guy necessarily knows. I glance over. Is he wearing a helmet?
I'll say no.
Damn it. Okay. What if we just tie something? What if we just leave him hogtied and tie something around his head so he can't see? Like, he'll lay here for a while, but someone will find him, or he'll make noise. He'll be fine. He'll get home. He won't know where we went. And then we won't have murdered an unarmed guy.
Oh, that seems like a perfect solution. Won't know where we're going. Just leave him there.
But should we act super hard to see what he knows first?
Sure.
I'm
I'll leave that up to
it's
you.
fucking nothing, but okay. All right, we're gonna try. I'm pretty sure he knows nothing, but I've never interrogated somebody before, so I'm still learning. Just like I'm still learning to cast spells, like I'm still learning how to interrogate people because I've literally never done it before.
Yeah, that's funny. I've never really, in all the time I've been, with my family, I've never actually been the one in charge of interrogating, so I don't really know how to do it either.
Maybe we can
I'm just
learn
kind of the
together.
guy. I'm just kind of the guy that like guards stuff. You hit me or my family, I hit you. That's kind of how it works.
All right, let's go act super tough. Like we're gonna find out some things. I don't really feel comfortable threatening him, but if you want to, I will like back you up, bro. I got you.
Okay, all right. If the agreement is we'll just leave him here, then I won't kill him.
I mean, we gotta talk to the rest of the group, but you were the one with the blade at his neck, so I just wanted to get to you first, but before you know.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, all right, I'm ready. And I puff my chest out super big and walk back.
And
As
I
y'all-
throw my sword on my back, just like kind of just twisting it in my hand on top of my shoulder.
As y'all walk back, you just find that during this whole time that y'all have been having this conversation, I've just kind of sat down next to our prisoner who is tied up and helpless, and I've just been telling him all about Xandor, reading from my book, and he's clearly just very annoyed and tired of hearing me. Oh, hey guys.
Gee, did you make a cell? I mean,
no, I don't have any product on me right now, but I am just trying to let him know about the power of Xandor and how Xandor really actually made a huge difference in taking down his shitty little team of folks. So he's a loser, but if he joins Xandor, then I don't know, maybe he can be more.
he can be a winner.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about this Xandor. Cedric tried your potion and it didn't cure him of his hangover like you said it would.
It just takes time, so.
I have a DM
While they
question.
were talking, can I go and loot the other people's bodies? I don't know how many bodies there are, but
Yeah, we'll get to that. Soren, you had a question.
The note that Poppy found about interrogating the person that we believe to be Desenia.
Mm-hmm.
Was it signed? Do we have any indication of who wrote that note? Or who
Yes, it is
received
in your notes section.
Bean something.
It was signed by Erisy Kalanoth. It was signed your queen, Erisy Kalanoth.
Okay. Puff up my chest real big. Who exactly is Erisy Kalanoth? And if you tell me that you don't know, my friend here will gladly create space between your head and your body.
How do you know that name?
Counteroffer. Who's asking the questions? That right, I'm asking the friggin' questions. The God's darned questions. So, who is that person?
Make an intimidation check with advantage because you've got your big beefy guy in the back there twirling his great axe.
Let's go. Not amazing. 14.
Right. I've never met her. We're commanded by Moroska, but Moroska's commanded by her.
And where is she? Where might we find her?
I have not seen where the others go yet. I'm just an initiate. I've just started.
Surely there's talk. Surely there's discussion among the initiates of where your queen lives. Don't bullshit me, son.
All I know is that when the commander leaves, he goes into the canyon and there's like, I don't know, a crevice in the wall or something he always goes into, and then after a few days he comes back.
A crevice in the what now?
In the canyon.
Details. What canyon?
The one underneath the spire.
That was the same canyon that we went
Yeah.
hunting the thing in?
Yep. And you recall the Aarakocra said that they had felt like a pulse, like a elemental presence in that canyon, and he had pointed toward the north, but it was really foggy, so he couldn't see. But he said it was coming from the most strongly that way. They were just not strong enough to go in that direction.
But we have an idea where that is. Okay, this is good. See? Not Steve? You might live today because you gave us helpful information.
Can I go now?
What do you think, Aaron? Is that good? Did I do good?
Sounded pretty good. I mean, we got information out of him.
would anybody else? And I look to the rest of the room. What do you guys think? Anything else you guys want to know?
I think that's all we're gonna get from him.
I'm gonna reach into his pocket and take that 15 gold that I left behind. I'm gonna take 10 of it and say, "This is because you were being a dick about it," and then put the other 5 back in his pocket.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just, guys, this shirt was actually like. These clothes are kind of expensive. Can I have a strip of fabric from anybody got any fabrics? They don't mind if I have a strip of it. No, everybody's dressed real nice around here.
I have a blanket, but
Can I have a strip of that blanket?
it gets cold at night.
That's just 1 inch wide strip, please and thank you.
I'm a big fella.
You're
I
just
will let
gonna
you
hear
talk.
me in the background looting the bodies, just being like, "You can take some of their clothes."
That's way smarter, thank you.
Yes.
Poppy, will you use your super cool psychic daggers to cut me off a piece of cloth?
Sure. I'll do
Oh, while you're-
some really cool flipping move and just like cut it in the air.
Nice. Also,
think
while
that-
you're at it, go ahead and make an investigation check for the looting of the other bodies.
I just look at Poppy doing this flip move, and I'm like, that's a bit excessive, but all right.
17.
Okay. So while you're looting the bodies, let me look at my notes. All together, with all the bodies on the ground, you get actually a total of 120 gold pieces.
Oh shit.
It seemed like perhaps once they realized that things had been stolen, they probably got all of their individual loot and was just carrying it on their person.
Okay. 120
So you
GP.
get 120 gold plus the 10 gold from this guy. And then you also found they had on them 2 standard healing potions and an assortment of gems that value at 30 gold pieces.
Okay. And did they all have like the coats on of the Feathertail people?
Yeah, the ones that kind of glided down from the hippogriffs, they were wearing these like wingsuits, but you guys doing all that damage, it caused like rips and tears to make the wings part of it kind of not usable.
I just want to take any of the cloaks that we can find because I have ideas for that.
Okay. Yeah. So the wingsuits are inoperable, but they have other cloaks, like those white cloaks with the black feather mantles on them. You can take those.
That's yeah.
That kind of stuff. Yeah, you can have that.
As I see her doing that, I'm like, if you want the wingsuits, take them. I might be able to fix them. And meanwhile, I'm taking the cloth and wrapping it around this guy's eyes and just blinding him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. Do you also take his cloak? Because the 2 on the birds are the ones with the long white and black feathered cloaks. And then the guys that glided down, the 4 guys, or I guess it ended up being 5 guys. They had the wingsuits on.
Fries.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'll take I think we should take the one from the guy that you guys have, but I'll take 3 wingsuits and then the one that I can grab off of the guy that was flying.
Okay.
Is there a little bit of white cloth available for me?
Their cloaks are
Okay.
white cloth.
I can just rip off a strip of that? Or is that gonna impact someone else's? Okay. Rip.
I'm just going to tell him,
Dash
not
that
Steve.
boy.
You have given us enough information to live another day. So what's going to happen is that you're going to sit right here, tied up and blinded, so that you can't know where we're going, and someone will find you eventually. And I just pop him on the side of the head. Thanks for your cooperation, and I walk away.
Wait, take not Steve's cloak first.
Well, you probably have to untie him in order to get to his cloak, and Is that what we want? Because then it's going to be a whole thing.
Won't
I
he
think
die if we just leave him here?
Yeah, someone will find him
No.
eventually.
No, somebody will come back to pick him up.
We're in
Don't
the
wanna
middle
find-
of nowhere
They'll want to collect the bodies of their fallen, I'm sure.
with vultures, around.
Ooh, that's
What do you want to do, Z?
No.
We need solutions, not more problems.
I mean,
fine to a tree.
yeah, I mean, I offered a solution, but I understand mine's might a little, morally not in the direction we might want to go. So,
If we think that his friends are coming back, Steve, are your friends coming back? Steve, not Steve.
Not
My
Steve.
name is Patrick.
All right, Patrick.
Okay.
oh,
Now
led
you're
with the-
answering our questions.
now
I
you
sent
have a
you an
name.
image of what the cloaks look like and what the wingsuits look like.
It's awesome.
Nice.
All right, Patrick. Do you think your friends are gonna come back?
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I can't cast bless though.
I mean, I don't know. We scout the whole area. I'm sure somebody will be by eventually. You're gonna leave me tied here?
Do you have a
Yes.
better idea?
You could not leave me tied here.
I
So we
see
still
that.
know you?
Dead.
My
I see
my
that,
bird
yeah.
has already flown off. It's gonna take me forever to
You
walk
have
home.
like a bird call, like caw.
We might.
Why
Haven't
don't you
learned
tell me
yet,
what that
apparently.
bird call is, and I'll call your bird for you.
That sounds like an excellent idea. I think you should definitely tell him what the bird call is.
I will not.
Aaron's trying to look tough, but while holding his face, like trying not to laugh in front of this, not Steve.
All right, Patrick, if that is your real name.
I will not
Be that
subject
way.
my vulture to you.
Keep your secrets then.
Well, the way I see this is that the only reason you're not dead is if we leave you tied up here.
What if we just take the rope, because I kind of want my rope back, and we just knock him out, and then he wakes up?
Oh, even better.
That's not the worst
And-
idea I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I just, without kind of much prompt or hesitation, just clock him right in the face to knock him out, not
All right.
kill him.
Make an unarmed attack.
Do I get advantage because he's tied up and all
If it
kinds of
doesn't
stuff?
work, he's gonna just have to keep.
Keep hitting him. Go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Shh.
You do have advantage because he's still prone and tied and just helpless.
Well, with 2 rolls, it was an 11 to hit, but
Well, you missed somehow.
No, see, what you gotta do is you gotta sneak up behind him, and I try my best to, get behind him and do, a little chokehold and be like, see, you gotta squeeze the windpipe right here is how you do it. And I'm just gonna try to choke him out.
Make a
Little-
strength check.
a little
Go to
torture
sleep.
session.
Go to sleep. Just a strength check.
Or I guess make an athletics check. So, because you're going to be putting your own pressure against the back and stuff. Yeah.
That is the same for me. It is an 18, though.
An 18. Yeah, you surprising everybody around you, kind of lock your arms into place, and he starts to twitch and struggle, and it's a few seconds. It takes a while, but he eventually just
Guys,
passes out in your arms.
I am learning so many things today. Spells are going better. I learned how to interrogate somebody. I learned how to put somebody to sleep. We have a pretty good day.
I mean,
That was
as
impressive.
far as
Were you a wrestler at one point?
Definitely not. I spent a lot of time in libraries. But I
as
don't know
far
how
as
long he's going to stay
interrogations,
asleep.
yeah, as far as interrogations go that I've been a part of, I think that was a plus.
Thanks, buddy. I blush a little bit. I really appreciate that.
Alright, I'm gonna take my rope back. I'm gonna take one of the cloaks and say, I think that we should wear these, and then they'll think we're them, and we go into that crevice and we find Esvina.
Yes, and I think we should first start by getting the fuck out of here because I don't know when he's gonna wake up. So maybe we should just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know which direction this crevice is in?
Well, should we
So
head back to Red Larch first and maybe like recover?
To answer Poppy's question, the canyon is heading back to the Feathergale Spire, which is very hot on you right now. So take that with that information and
Let's go back to
we're
Red
fine.
Larch. That seems like a good place to maybe come at it from a different direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shove some of these cloaks in wherever. I can't carry all of them because they're big, but I want to keep them for when we need them.
all right. You put some in your video game pockets and tie some around your waist, and they kind of like drag along the.
I have like a skirt now.
Yeah.
Me too. I just tie it right around my waist like a hoodie.
You leave poor Patrick unconscious without his gear, just laying in the middle of this open field.
He'll be fine.
All right.
Wow, guys,
Hey,
that
we
was
do,
that was a whole thing.
Before we
we
walk
did-
off,
We
Sorry.
didn't kill him.
I'm going to take out of my backpack some very old crumble cake from like session 1 or 2 and just kind of leave it next to his body for him.
Right there on the ground.
Yep. And I mean,
You gave up the crumble cake, but not your pocket eggs?
no, not my pocket egg. That might be
Yeah.
a vulture.
Are you trying to hatch them?
We'll see.
Sounds
It's going
good.
to be food or
Were
maybe
they-
a surprise vulture. That's not in my.
Were they
it's
raw
not my
eggs or
decision
they
to make.
cooked?
They were hard-boiled eggs,
Yeah, oh no.
so probably not a vulture, but we're holding out hope.
I mean, if it was, it's not now. Not gonna be now.
Maybe someday I can steal you a vulture egg.
We're gonna keep our eye out for one.
All right. So, are you guys ready to head back?
Yes.
Yes.
Red large.
Alrighty. So you knew when you woke up, Kier had told you that the Red Larch was about 10 miles away. You've gone about halfway, and that's where everything happened. So you only have about 5 more miles to go. And as you start to get close to the town, you start to hear the ting of a hammer on steel as you're coming up the path, and you see a blacksmith to work there. You're kind of getting into town now. You hear some roosters going. It's still pretty early in the morning. You hear some chickens. You smell some fresh baked bread coming from the bakery nearby. And as you guys head towards the center of town to where kind of the long road is running up and down, you spot the Swinging Sword Inn, and across the street, the Helmet High Sun. And there's actually a group of people standing in the road in between those two buildings, kind of a group of people in a circle. You hear a little bit of a commotion coming from over there.
Should see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See what
agree.
The happy haps is.
All right, so you get closer to the group. You can see it's about 10 or 12 people all standing in a circle, and then when you get close, you actually see in the middle of this circle is a stout halfling woman, and she's telling this story. I saw it with my own eyes, I did. One-eyed brute of an orc, had a hammer like an anvil on a stick, burned our farms and chased us out of Westwood. They're not just raiding anymore. They're taking things. And you start to hear the obligatory like gasps from the crowd as she kind of is going into this story.
I just kind of cover my face. Like,
Do you want one of these hoods? You want to wear one of these
I'm gonna pull out my gargoyle mask and just put it on.
Oh, don't worry, G. I don't think that all orcs look alike.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's just we
Dude,
get
she said
kind of a
full
bad
orc anyway.
reputation sometimes.
You don't
some
even
people are
have a
very-
base hammer.
That's true, I don't, but
Can you
Go
take
by
your mask off for
association.
Can you take your mask off for just 1 second? Excuse me, miss. Did it look like him? Because I don't think it was this guy. No, it's okay. It was totally not you. You have an alibi.
The crowd.
And he has a trident.
The lady in the middle stops talking and looks up, and all the crowd just stops and like turns and looks at you. You
Definitely
see,
not him, right?
she just kind of looks at you, kind of weird, and among the crowd, you recognize Kaylessa, the innkeeper. No, of course not you. I'm glad you're back. Did you find who you were looking for?
I stuffed my gargoyle mask back in my bag.
Go ahead, Arundrio.
Yes, we did, and no enemies were made.
So you found the missing delegates then?
Not that part, but we have another lead.
All right.
We found out more information.
You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great.
Well, unfortunately, that's old news in these parts. We've got another crisis on our hands now.
Yeah, who's this orc?
Yeah, who could be more important than delegates missing?
People come through here all the time, and unfortunately, that's how life is. You go from one crisis to the next. Missing delegates one day, they weren't from around here, so it's news for a few days, and then something else happens, and that's news for a new day.
Fair enough.
Can we overhear that this is a problem this is a pre-existing problem that is escalating?
So the halfling woman comes up to you guys. You can see she's kind of middle-aged. She's got chestnut brown curly hair. She's a little bit older. The hair's kind of streaked with silver. Suntan skin. She's wearing this wool cloak that's patchy. Some of the bigger patches have been sewn in with different colored fabrics. She's got a shepherd's crook with her. Oh yeah, orc problems. They're common, but they're definitely getting worse.
Can I talk to her in Halfling?
Sure.
Can I say, where did the orcs come from?
Well, they are from the west. They're making their way over. Burned my homestead, the Greenfields homestead, over near the Westwood, west of town. It's getting worse and worse. They appear to not just be raiding anymore, but either burning their lands, or if they like what they see, they're running us out and kind of taking over.
They're just traveling all over burning places, or are they looking for something?
I haven't stopped asking any of them. I think that they're just in it for the loot.
Do they have any symbols on them, or anything that we could tell them who they are?
I did see one guy that looked to be maybe one of their leaders. Bigger fellow. The one-eyed one I was just mentioning. He actually had a brand on his chest.
Could you draw it? And I'll take out a piece of paper and a pen for her.
I got a decent look at it before I had to hightail it out of there. And she kind of crudely draws this triangular eye with some pointed things on the sides.
Would I know what that is at all?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Oh. 6.
6. So you're trying to think about the books that you've read. You're more in line with battle knowledge and histories like that, not mostly not really religion, so you don't really recognize it, but you do know that it's different from the symbols that you've seen so far in the Summer Hills.
Okay. I'll ask her, do you think that they had any kind of like water powers or like fire power, like any kind of elemental powers?
I didn't see none of that. They all carry big weapons with them, big brutish types. They
And
weren't
they're
really
just-
like doing fire damage with magic. They were mostly just, catching things on fire.
And they're just looking for, like, they're just plundering, they're all over the place, they're just going for your town and now they're like sitting there.
It started with plundering. We have, raid attacks, but now it's definitely getting worse. They're wanting to stay on our lands, either driving us out or taking some of us prisoner and making us work for them. I got out of there. I took some of the elders and some of the children with me to get out of there, but I know that over at Delman's ranch, that old stubborn fool, he won't give up his land without a fight, so I know some of the ranchers were going over there to hold up the place and try to hold him off. Last I heard, scouts said there was a big horde of orcs, and they're just kind of moving their way along.
So they're fighting at Delman's ranch.
Aye, it's west of town. You don't seem like refugees to me. You guys seem like adventurers.
Yes.
Would you be willing to help?
Maybe let me talk to my party and see. And then I'll tell them all the stuff I've been talking with her about, what's happened.
Alright. My name's Tilda, by the way. Tilda Broadfoot.
Tilda Broadfoot. Yes. Okay.
We got Tilda.
Do you guys think we should help Tilda and her town?
Can I ask to look at the drawing?
Yeah, Poppy's got the
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
I
Given-
don't know what this is. I didn't really study religion.
Given that I'm an orc and a cleric, can I also check to see if I would know?
I'm gonna say yes. Go ahead and make a religion check, and because of you being an orc, I'm gonna give you advantage.
Okay. Huzzah. Religion check, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Gross. 7.
Oh
Oh no!
With advantage. Oh shit.
With advantage.
You
Yeah,
have
yeah. That's
you've
a 2 and an
That's the
8.
only religion that
Minus
matters.
1. Exactly. I know a lot about one religion.
Yeah, you've been so focused for so many years on Xandor that you kind of,
Yeah.
all these other religions you don't really care about.
Biffed it.
To respond to the question Poppy asked, I mean, I know we really gotta find our delegates, and that's the #1 priority, but, I mean, these guys need help. We gotta help people if we can help them, right?
Yeah, I don't like some people taking other people's shit.
And let's be fair, statistically, our delegates are probably all dead, so we just gotta find, what we can later. But
I don't think that's the right way to go into this, but okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm hopeful. I'm just looking at the statistics. I don't expect everybody to understand the statistics, because, not everybody went to wizard school, but they've been missing a long time, and one was being captured and tortured, so it's not looking good. We're gonna keep looking. But anyway, these guys need our help right now.
I hate orcs that
Mean-
make the rest of us look like dicks.
I think we might
Yeah,
need to
do you see the-
fix those.
Do you see the rampant speciesism that Z was susceptible to just now? He felt the need to
You-
cover his face.
But
You did that!
you called
Yeah, I
attention.
might have read that one.
I smoothed it all over. I was making sure that there was no hostility from rampant speciesism.
I don't think it worked that way.
I mean,
This
I
is
guess
Mysore.
that's a way to go about it, but I don't know if it. I mean, sure.
Are we still around
Sounds
the
good.
groups? Are we still around this? Because I had to walk away. Are we still around these civilians?
Yeah, the group is starting to break up now that Tilda's kind of like told her story. They were kind of just there for the gossip.
Anyone who might be remotely just like there's one or two people still looking like you guys aren't scared of this orc, right?
Kaylissa is still there because she knows you guys.
Okay, like see, totally
Of
nice
course
orc.
not. I know you all.
See, I helped, and I just kind of pat G on the back.
All right, I'll go to Tilda, and I just want to talk in Halfling, so I'll talk to her in Halfling.
Okay.
And I'll say, what are you guys looking for help-wise? How can we help?
Well, it's actually nice to talk to someone in half. I haven't really done so. My late husband passed, so I appreciate it. If you want to help, that would be great. You know, there's members of a group, a faction or something, and they've called for help from the High Elves over in the High Forest in the east, but you know, it takes time to get messages over there and for them to come back, so any help that they could get right now until more reinforcements could come would be great.
What faction did they call in?
Something Enclave? Something... Emerald Enclave is what it was.
Okay.
God, Jesus.
Have I heard of
How many
that
groups are there
one?
around here?
I know, have I heard of that
It
faction?
sounds familiar.
I feel
Yeah,
like
go
that's
ahead and make a
familiar.
history check.
Okay.
I do a note
Come
check.
on, history. Oh, jeez, that's a real shitty roll. I'll add a d6 to it, not like it's gonna matter. Oh. 16.
Yeah, so you're familiar with the 5 major factions in this area, you being a part of the Harpers, and your parents being a part of the Order of the Gauntlet, and then Soren is, I believe, said that he's part of the Lord's Alliance. I can't remember
I am.
said that before or not. And then you've also heard of the Emerald Enclave and also the Zhentarim. Those are kind of the 5 main factions that are around.
But
And
no
the
one
Emerald
from our
Enclave was from the Lord's Alliance, right?
No, those are 2 different factions.
Oh, sorry. They're one of the factions. I understand. Sorry.
Okay, so no one from our group goes in that group.
Right. Yeah, you guys ended up only being in 3 of the 5 factions.
So we would just go to, where would you want us to go to help?
Well, old Kerbin Delman, he's, runs Delman Ranch. He is allowing people to come there for safety and also to hold up against any large orc raids. They're assuming they're gonna go there next. You know, they've been making their way that way, hitting up farms, so they're assuming that they're gonna end up hitting there eventually. If you'd like, I brought 2 horses with me. I can't just give them to you. I gotta have money to live off on now that I'm not. But I can loan them to you for a price. That'll get you there faster.
What is your...
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm not part of this conversation. This conversation's happening in Halfling?
Yep.
I
probably
have
just
no
hearing
idea what's happening. Yep, I'm just waiting patiently.
That's
You just
That's
you
how
just do your
halflings talk.
worst. Yeah. You do your worst halfling impression.
I don't know how that
I just ask in Goblin, like, can you guys understand me? Nope. Okay. And
Oh.
I just let you guys know.
Hang on, let me see. I might. What languages do I know? Oh, geez. No, I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
I'm hearing this, and I will ask in Halfling how much for the horses.
Oh shoot!
Oh, another one. I see you. All right. To loan them out, I could do it for 15 gold apiece.
Relay that to everybody. 15 gold. That's what.
See if you can get it for 10. Or 12 or something. Or just pay 15.
Anyone
I don't know.
have a
Yeah, like
coupon?
wink at her or something. I don't know. You're very charming.
Well, I
Am I?
apparently.
10,
Oh,
10
if we can
gold.
move.
Maybe she likes that you speak her language.
Yeah, she said she hasn't spoken since her husband died.
Say
so-
something romantic or like
How-
sexy.
How about 16 gold apiece?
Oh god,
No.
that's the wrong direction, Aurelio.
Oh, shh.
I mean, if you want to give me a tip for the, I mean, that's fine too.
Sure. And I hand her 32 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Well,
Well, that went poorly.
I love this.
Oh, we have horses
Well,
now.
all right. I mean, there's a bunch of you and only 2 horses, but it's a help. It's a start.
Guys,
Do you
we're
know
going.
anybody else with horses?
Kaylissa, who's still been standing nearby. Oh God, hold on. Does Kaylissa know Halfling? She might not. Never mind.
She does now.
Yep.
You recall from the last time you were here that there's some stables behind the inn that they might be able. You could ask.
That's where that cartographer was.
now that's mentioned it.
I'll ask Tilda, do you think we could spend the night here and then go in the morning, or do we need to go tonight?
I would say that the sooner the better.
Okay, maybe we just take a small rest and then we'll go. Can you point us in the right direction?
Yeah, so it's easy enough. You just take the path west out of town, and you go for maybe about 20 miles. You'll see a farm. That's going to be Andoril Farm. That's going to be on your right, the first farm on your right after about 20 miles. Then there's a dirt road going north from that farm, and about 10 more miles up is going to be Delman Ranch. Easy peasy.
It is a long
Somebody,
trip.
I kind of whisper to Jen, I'm like, did you write that down?
I just heard that we're going to a ranch, and I'm really excited. This is our Wild West moment.
Once after everything west, my mind kind of went blank. There was too many numbers.
I got the 7-0. You don't have to worry about it.
There's gonna be farm animals.
Oh, cool.
Tilda, before we go, you said the farming communities have been getting hit. By any chance, have you heard any word of Golden Fields or Celestial Mist, and if they're all right?
Golden Fields. Oh my God, is that where I said that I was from? Did I just fucking pull that shit out of my hat? Oh please. Because I think that's where she said she was from.
I think you said Greenfields.
Oh, Greenfield. Okay, sorry. I think those are a bit further south of town, and we're more to the west. So I'm not sure.
All right, thank you. Then I go to the group. So before we go, should we see if we need any supplies for the road?
I think we have
Yeah.
a little bit of money.
Yeah, I mean, we got money from those douchebags we beat up. So
Ooh,
Like
are
to
there
at least
any
check in
magic
with-
shops in here? There any
Magic shops.
libraries or magic shops?
You remember from last time whenever Poppy went off on her own and kind of did a sweep of the town, there's no libraries, and really the only shop there are is like Endrith's Valivo, that guy. The Valivo Sundries is what it was called.
Hey, I see it.
By Velvo Sundries and see if they have anything.
I see it in session 1. Yes, that'd be great. We should go.
Do we want another horse?
Yes, and I can help with negotiations if we need to.
Oh,
I can too, unless they're in halfling. I can't help with halfling negotiations. I can help with common negotiations.
I
I
don't
can help
know
with-
if they're
I can
happening
help
or
with both.
not.
And I'm here. In case you need me.
Well, if they speak Orcish, then
That's
you
true.
know maybe you could help
I
there.
do that. I do.
I think between
Or-
like the 5 of us, we speak a lot of. We probably have to speak like at least like 6 to 7 languages. This is like pretty awesome.
I think I know 5 languages.
Or
Yeah, I
G,
do.
maybe
Holy
you could
shit.
negotiate. Maybe you could negotiate with the good word of your personal Lord and Savior.
That's true. Maybe.
I mean, I don't think it's worked for literally anybody else, but if it works for you, it might work for somebody else.
We can always try.
Yeah, you can never give up.
Do
People
we
need
want
to
to
know.
go do horses and then go to the shop and leave, or split up and then meet back here?
We
Hey,
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Gabriel if he wanted to go to the magic shop to Valvo's, or if to Volvo's, or if anybody else wants to come to the magic shop.
Volvo?
Valivo.
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 Do they have books there?
Not they. I mean, maybe some, but mostly they just sell goods. Like they had the blank parchment for Gabriel that last time. Potions. You know, just kind of odds and ends, like a convenience store, I guess. It's not gonna be like it wasn't like full of magic items or anything. Maybe some,
If they
but
have any, yeah, I would like to swing by and see if they have any magic items.
yeah.
I'll go with Team Horse.
Hey, Gabriel,
Yes, Soren.
I learned in wizard school that, like, for us to be able to cast more spells, we gotta find scrolls, and then we can take those scrolls and transcribe them into my spell book. I totally did that a little bit in wizard school. Would that also be helpful for you too?
That would, and we're actually holding on to a couple scrolls, so yeah, I was hoping to do that at some point, and I'm looking for some specific components.
Yeah, that's right. They taught us in wizard school that you need like fancy paper and ink to transcribe into your spell book. I've never needed that. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm just really special. Because I'm definitely a wizard and should otherwise, you know, be just the same as everybody else. So if you need special paper and ink, maybe they'll have some of that for you.
Would be great to check. Who's holding on to our gold?
I think Arendriel was.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it all written down, so I guess technically I'll hold on. I'm holding on to it. I'll just go ahead and give y'all the 130 gold, and well, actually, I'm going to give y'all half of it. So, whatever.
65.
We'll split it between the horses and the magic shop. So,
I'm sure there's totally magic items we can buy with 65 gold pieces, but we're gonna try.
yeah. Hey, and as I give you the gold, I'm like, hey, if they have shields, look and see if they have shields. I've kind of been wanting one. I'm gonna go with
All right.
Poppy and negotiate for this horse because I did so good on the last deal.
I'll try to get you a shield, Aaron.
We'll keep an eye
Oh,
out.
thanks, man.
All
We're
right,
going with
go
Team Horse.
We're up to the Valavos.
Team
All right.
Magic to Valavos.
We'll
Team
do
Bulba.
we'll do
Oh,
Team
no.
Magic Shop first.
Hey, Team General Store.
Yep. General store is the word I was trying to think of.
Then I want to check out the specific store.
What about the peculiarity
I would
store?
love a peculiarity shop.
Journal
Call
store.
back to campaign 1.
Yes,
Journal
sir.
store.
All right. So you guys remember
Love inside
that being on the long road, the road that runs through the center of Red Larch, you just have to go south a little bit, and then you see Valavo's Sundries there on the left.
Walk on in.
Walk on in. You see Indrith Valavo kind of behind his desk, his feet on the desk. He's reading a book, and he puts his book down, and as you walk in, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank
Good
you,
to see
thank
you,
you.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Why is everybody asking us if we found what we were looking for?
Not yet, I'm afraid, but we think we have a new lead, and we might be taking a pause to help some people west of town. But in the meantime, before we go, we're looking for a couple things. First, do you have a shield by chance?
I probably have one of those lying around here somewhere. Let me just take a peek real quick. And
do
he
you
kind
have
of
like a nice one? It doesn't have to be, magical, but if you have a magical one, that'd be cool. But otherwise, just not your cheapest, crappiest shield. I want it to be a nice shield.
so he goes rummaging around, and you remember this is not like super organized. It's actually kind of cluttered. There's like boxes with overflowing odds and ends. The shelves are kind of overstocked. So he takes a minute to kind of go through some stuff, and he finds a couple of shields. Neither are magic, but one's pretty dinged up, and then the other one looks pretty solid. I've got these two shields here.
How much for the one that looks like it's in decent shape?
Well, I could probably let it go for 10 gold pieces.
Let's set that off to the side. Maybe we can combine it with something else.
Easy.
Alrighty.
I'm looking for incense, if you have any. Preferably high quality, or a lot of it.
Yeah, we have that. Hold please. I'm just looking up prices.
Can I say that before they left, I did like the mental connection with both of their brains in case they needed to like communicate back with us?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your dice to see how many hours that lasts.
4.
4 hours. With Soren and Gabriel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you have it, I'm looking for, I'd say, at least 20 gold worth of incense, if you got it.
Alrighty. Yeah, we have a block of incense that's we can do that, 20 gold's worth.
Do you ever carry any magical scrolls?
Occasionally we get a scroll here or there, but they usually go pretty fast. I don't think we have any in stock currently.
Well, if you do have any, know that we might be someone who is also interested in them. Especially if they go fast. You wouldn't want to forget about us.
Yeah, what was your group called again?
We've been juggling one or two different names, but I'm Soren, and this is Gabriel.
Yes, I remember Gabriel, my fellow harper, indeed.
I do our little salute.
Mm-hmm.
Our Harper salute.
I try to emulate it, but do it wrong.
You instead accidentally kind of offend him.
Do I notice?
Make a perception check.
Do I notice?
Not an insight check?
Or sure,
That's
insight
so
check.
great.
I noticed I accidentally flipped them off.
Is he pissed? Oh,
Can
19.
I read the room?
Yeah, he kind of like
Oh,
is
sorry.
taken aback.
I was just trying to do. Sorry, I guess that's just for you people. I don't mean you people. You know what? Never mind. I'm sorry. And I just take like 3 steps back and hang my head down.
It's all right.
He meant no offense. Let's see.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I think that's all for me. I think the material cost is pretty significant to copy a scroll. We might have to start thinking about that later.
All right. What about any potions? I know you guys were headed to Somber Hills. You must have taken damage. I've got some potions of healing if you need that.
How much are those?
That'd be great.
Those are going to be 50 gold apiece for just a standard one.
How about a potion of healing, and the shield, and the incense? You know, big spenders over here.
Mm-hmm.
And we will give you every single gold piece we have on us. That's a pretty good deal.
Let's see. Well, how much do you have on you?
Exactly 65 gold pieces. Because that's what we were given to spend on this trip.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, because the total cost is 80.
Let's go.
That's what
Gabriel,
happens
wanna hop
whenever.
in here and help?
That's what happens whenever you.
I'll say, perhaps you could provide a discount for your fellow Harper, who's we're specifically trying to do a bit of goodwill for the community.
He kind of nods and and I will grant advantage for Soren's persuasion check.
You want to roll
What
separately, or
happens
do you want me to
when
roll?
Or
in
unless you want to roll separately.
No, go for it.
Low intelligence character in charge of money.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Double 15s for a 22.
Woo! Yeah. I could do that for a friend.
That sounds wonderful. Have we already exchanged names and Matt just missed it?
So you guys had visited this shop before
Indrith.
in your first
This is Kindrith, okay.
Indrith with an E.
Indrith.
Well, thank you very much, Indrith.
I am honored to be among friends, and I hand over the 65 gold.
Okay. Perfect. So you guys have a shield, a block of incense, and one healing potion. And don't forget you found 2 healing potions among the
Yep.
dead
I've got
Feathergale
those.
people.
Yeah. Matt, do you have any healing potions in your inventory?
I have 1.
All right, I'm gonna add this one to mine.
And we'll hold on to
this
the other one and see if anybody else needs it, because I don't know if there's anybody else who doesn't have one yet.
Yeah, just so we, because they have the other 2 right now, so I just want to make sure that we're all getting these accounted for.
Thank you so much, Indrith. I think that is everything we needed, and I wish you a successful day of business.
Why, thank you very much. We hope to see you back again.
And as we head out, I'm going to take the shield that Arendriel requested and inspect it closely. Like, is there any visible damage? Is it, like, how does this shield look?
Would this be an investigation check?
Up to you.
Sure, your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna say since you're kind of looking for some specifics on this, investigation check.
7.
It looks pretty solid. There are a couple dings here and there, but to your knowledge, they're not going to make much of a difference in regards to defense.
I'm going to take some time, and on every ding, I'm going to cast Mending to kind of pop out all those dings. And then I'm going to cast Prestidigitation a few times and just try to make it like as shiny and new and nice as it could possibly look.
Nice. I love it. Alright, so you guys are leaving Valivos Sundries while Soren is mending and kind kind of buffing out and shining the shield. Meanwhile, what is Team Horse doing?
Alrighty.
So,
We
are
need
we
another
there?
horse.
Yes.
Okay. Do we? Who wants to take point? Poppy. I don't know. I mean, if they know halfling, I'll let you take point. But
Yeah, maybe see what they are, and then, or we could put on one of these robes and like intimidate them, like make them think we're cultists and try to give the horses, because horses are expensive.
I don't
mean-
want to.
yeah. G, go ahead. What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I'm conflicted. I have no thoughts. Keep going. I just want a horse.
I mean, small isolated community. Most people know us. I mean, we can give it a shot.
I feel like we're gonna stand out. We're a drow, an orc, and a halfling.
Yeah.
Yes, halfling. I don't know that disguises are gonna help here.
That's
I mean-
I'm also worried that would possibly aggro people around us.
I kind of just want to see if like they're working with them or if like they don't like them.
I don't know if I'm the best for the intimidation route because I kind of got the feeling from Soren that it was a little off-putting whenever I tried to almost kill that guy.
That was
He
really
deserved
cool.
it.
I liked that. That was cool.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm getting little mixed messages from different people in the group, but all right.
You're a
Um,
handsome fella. I feel like you might be able to get us some horses if you just turn on the charm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm better at that than both of us are.
Okay. I put on one of the. I'll ask for one of the robes. I throw on the robe. I don't even know if it's going to help me.
I just want to see if like they get scared and they're not working with them, and then we can be like, just kidding, or like if they're gonna give it to you at like a discount, and then we can be like, ooh, these people are working with them.
So,
Sounds good.
so you guys were in the middle of town, all not disguised,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna put on a robe and go talk to these same people.
And in like an alleyway.
Oh, it's the same people. I thought they were different people.
No,
Yeah, I
like
thought the
Kalissa,
horse-
who was the innkeeper, like the stables were attached to the back of the inn. So
Oh, I
it would be
thought there was-
Kalissa that you have to go and speak to.
Oh, I thought it was someone
Oh,
completely different.
I'm still putting on the robe.
Yeah, I kind of want to see how she reacts to the robe. Like, just seeing if they know what it is.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put on this mask while we're doing this.
I'm just gonna put
Alright.
on the one with the fly suit, but it's probably way too big, so I just look like a walking like. Put on adult clothes. I just probably look like a walking costume.
All right. So you guys walk into the Swinging Sword Inn. The group outside, the crowd has dispersed. Tilda went ahead and went into the inn because that's kind of where she's staying while she's displaced from her home. And Kalissa, of course, went inside too. You guys walk in, having put on a robe, a white robe with black feathers, a gargoyle mask, and a very, very much too big for you damaged wingsuit. You guys roll in. Kalissa looks at you. Man, you are just a odd bunch, aren't you?
An odd bunch that's wanting a horse.
We might be able to help you out with that. We have a couple here that are we could rent out. You know, we get a lot of travelers from Beliard, and they get a horse from there, bring it here, and then find another way to travel, and so we can work it out.
Okay, so are these horses for buy, rent, both, either?
Lease.
We can rent or buy them, or sell them. You could buy them.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
if we rent them, do we just like turn them into
Yeah.
like Hertz in the other town?
How much is the renting price?
So if you want to rent a horse, it's going to be 50 gold pieces up front, but you get a deposit when you you get a refund when you bring them back. It's 5 gold pieces to rent per day with a 50 gold deposit, but whatever you have left over when you get back, you would get back. You know what I mean? So if
Well,
you
so
only
you
have the
need the
horse, if you only have the horse for 3 days, then that's only 15 gold. So then you get your 35 gold back whenever you bring them back. Does that make sense?
That's a good deal.
That makes sense.
We have to do, you understand we have to do this, the security deposit, because we don't know if these horses are going to come back or not. So,
How many horses does our group need? Like, can I ride on a horse with somebody, or
you look small enough to ride on a horse to me with somebody.
so we need 2 more horses or 1 more horse?
And
I
what
think we
about
already-
someone like me?
I think we already have 2. We just need probably 1 more. Right?
Yeah,
Everybody?
so Tilda loaned you her horses for 16 gold apiece. Now that is a thing that you won't get back. She's just loaning you her. She expects them back and is like, that's how much she paid for them, or you paid for them. But to rent, it's 50 gold at 5 gold per day, and then you get whatever's left over when you get back. So, Poppy, you are small enough to where you could ride with somebody. So really, you would just need to rent or buy 2 more horses. Now, if you wanted to buy a horse, we've got a couple of draft horses. Now, those are work horses. They usually pull plows or, wagons or stuff like that. Those are going to be 50 gold if you want to buy one. If you want a riding horse, those are 75 gold each.
I think we rent the 2 horses, probably.
Yeah, I think renting.
Or we could buy a workhorse and then rent another horse. I don't know. I don't know what we would do with a workhorse, though.
If we rent horses and then keep them for longer than 10 days,
Yeah.
and we just bought it for 50 and got a riding horse at 50 instead of 75. And I'm saying this hopefully where the
I
I
turn
hear this.
I turn to my 2 compadres and I'm like, look, if we rent these things, I'm gonna drive it like I stole it. Do
Yeah.
You gotta make sure to get the horse
Hey,
insurance.
yeah, that was my
Try
next
to
question.
get,
Hey,
like,
listen, do you have horse insurance?
No horse insurance, just a deposit.
Try to get her to, like, add some bottles of liquor into this deal, because that would be nice for the road, you know?
And for the ranch we're going to, we gotta. Oh, I need to go shopping. I need spurs for my boots. Ask her if she has spurs. and
cowboy
chaps.
hat.
I need chaps
Hey, listen, do you
for
happen
where we're going.
do you happen to have chaps?
Assless chaps.
That's what I was gonna
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
We are not
Oh,
a
somebody said it.
You're gonna have an orc with assless chaps.
we're not a clothing store. We're an inn and a stable. So we don't have any sort of chaps or anything like that.
Okay,
Hey,
how about
chaps.
all right? How about this? I have 20 more gold on my person on top of the 65. How many bottles of liquor for 20 extra gold could you give me? It's 85 total.
How many bottles of liquor for
Yeah.
20 gold?
Just one.
I
I
have
could
money.
probably. Geez, what kind of liquor are you talking about here?
I mean, whatever is around 20 gold.
Sarsaparilla.
Oh boy.
Give us the top shelf stuff.
Top shelf
Well,
preferably, but I
And then,
mean,
we can drink some whiskey while we're on the ranch and like have the horses in the background, have like a campfire, smoke a
Oh.
cigar.
Oh my.
do we have cigars? Anyway,
I don't know.
I could probably. You want liquor and not wine?
hmm
No way.
yes.
Definitely liquor.
Cowboys
Wine.
don't drink wine.
I
All
have
right.
extra money for this liquor endeavor if you need some.
I could probably let go of 2 bottles of liquor for 20 gold.
Mm.
Sold.
Whole bottles, whole unopened bottles.
Cool. Are they the good ones, like top shelf stuff, or like plastic bottles?
We have 1 shelf.
Okay.
So it is the top shelf then.
It's-
That's the top, but somehow also the bottom.
So-
Okay,
yeah,
that works.
yeah.
That works. I
It
like
is
this
every
idea.
shelf.
That's
We
like
choose
half
to-
a bottle almost for each of us. I think that's a good deal.
All right. I think we can. So it was $50 to rent the horse, and
But I think
then
we need 2 horses, so like 100.
I can pay for 1 horse.
Yep.
I can
50,
chip in
50
for
gold per horse.
Yeah, I've got some money to chip in for this.
okay, so that's like us buying them. Then we can do whatever we want to with them.
Well, we're buying.
I mean,
if
you
we-
gotta bring them back.
Oh yes, of
They're just
course. Yeah,
written?
we'll bring them back. And I look at G and I just kind of wink.
Oh no.
Yeah, they'll be great. You'll totally see these horses
We
again.
will bring them back so safe.
So safe and in one piece.
Well, I hope so.
Of course we will.
I'm gonna plop down 50 gold.
Ooh.
And I'll
How much more do you need? Because I have 48 gold.
I'll take the 50 gold out of the 65 that we have from the joint stash and get the other horse. And then go ahead.
I'll give her 30 gold and ask for another bottle of liquor. So 30 bottles for 30 gold.
All right. So you're looking at 130 gold total. 50 for each horse, and then the 30 gold for the 3 bottles.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
All right. You got yourselves a deal.
Awesome.
Oh, show us the horses.
All right. I'll get. Oh shit! What's his name? Hold please. Iron. I'll get Iron to get your horses ready,
Alright.
and I'll
You
get
guys-
I'll get your liquor.
We have like a drink to go to while we're waiting on our friends.
You know what? It'll be on the house. You're gonna help out my friend Tilda here, and that's great. So, 1 round of shots on the house.
Awesome.
Here, and I'll throw in this day old crumble cake too.
Kind of regretting not being on Team Horse now.
Oh, I need more crumble cake. I'm going to put that.
You guys are gonna need
In
something for
my
the road,
bag.
especially to suck up all that liquor you're trying to drink.
Maybe
Hey,
like
we're-
long liquor, well,
We're like constantly putting ourselves in danger. I kind of need something to take the edge off.
We haven't had a drink in like 2 days, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been fiending.
Does Poppy have a problem? Oh no.
Nope. She just likes that bed.
All right. So,
Isn't there a difference?
so she goes ahead and gives you your 3 bottles, your 3 shots, and this day old crumble cake that she was hanging on to. And Iron, her stable master, gets your horses ready. And as he kind of pulls you guys outside into the stable, that's when Gabriel and Soren are walking up.
We got our stuff.
Looks like we got some
Awesome.
good horses.
Look
Yeah.
at this horse. This horse is amazing.
Oh, look at your beautiful horses.
I look at the horse and I give, I don't know, the one on the right scritches.
Okay.
Which one do I get to ride?
Whichever one you want. So the two from
Give me
the two
four
from
horses.
Tilda are called Chocolate and Peanut Butter.
Aw.
And then the two from the inn
Oh, don't give us
are
names.
called Butterscotch and Cinnamon.
Aw.
Oh, they
I call
already have
butterscotch.
names? I wanted to name one.
I hate peanut butter. I'm sorry, peanut butter. And I give peanut butter scritches. And I'm like, I'm not riding that guy.
Which one do you want to ride, Orentrio?
Cinnamon.
Oh, there's enough for each of us, right?
I'm
You
going.
got 4, so Poppy was gonna ride with somebody.
It's cinnamon and what?
So it's
really
chocolate, peanut butter, butterscotch, and cinnamon.
It's really important to get these names in the notes.
I call
Top
when
butterscotch.
we-
priority for me.
Brutally have them murdered. We can cry for them.
Oh man, yeah.
I will
we don't
hop
know.
on. I will hop on chocolate, and I will just whisper to him, and I'll be like, "I'm sorry, your name is Chocolate. I wanted to name you my own name, but maybe that'll happen another day. Or maybe I should give you a nickname. Do you want a nickname, Chocolate? You don't speak common, do you? That's okay.
He
I
just
just-
like.
It's okay, Chocolate. It's all right. But it's okay. I will call you Chocolate.
As I come up to butterscotch, I kind of just like give it a good like slap, like on its just like you would a dog, like a big dog, like and
Not
say,
like
I know,
and not like an aggressive way.
right,
though,
right,
like,
no, not in a very
Yeah.
loving way. Like,
Oh,
and I
shit.
say, I know your name is Butterscotch, but for now, your name is G Biscuit.
Oh, you're renaming your horse?
I'm renaming it, and you know,
I
think
want to
it's gonna be
rename
okay
my
with it.
horse.
Go ahead, it's a horse.
All right, Chocolate. Your name is Nathan.
Doing this again.
I was thinking Hershey, but that works too.
No, I think this is a Nathan. This is definitely a Nathan.
Butterscotch.
You
Jeez.
gotta
Great.
have a hairy trotter. I forgot all the ones from Season
Another
1.
campaign 1 callback.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, one night's crazy. All right,
There
I'm
are-
gonna take peanut butter. But I'll address the group. Do we need a rest before we head out, or can you short rest from a horseback?
We're not on them yet, so we're just standing next to horses.
I wouldn't
Alright,
mind. I've still got some. I'm still cutting a few places. I wouldn't mind taking a little bit, unless this time we've been fooling around has been sufficient. But otherwise, I wouldn't mind hanging out for just a second.
We got a few drinks for the road.
Mm-hmm.
So
Two bottles.
it is probably about 9:30 ish in the morning,
Oh, shit.
9:30, 10.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Because you guys woke up pretty early, probably around 6 a.m. from the Aarakocra camp. It was only 10 miles to get to town, so that was about a little over 3 hours. Plus you had the battle, plus you had your conversation. So yeah, I'd say it's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
fuck.
Maybe we can
No.
take a little short rest and then head on out.
We had a battle before people are eating brunch.
That's what's up.
Can I ask Gabriel, can I ride peanut butter with you?
Of course, Bobby.
Do I look good in this really big suit?
Always.
I'm gonna take it off because I know it looks ridiculous.
Alrighty. So
While we're doing our short rest, I wanna step away and I'll say, I'll return shortly. I want to go try something, and I just kind of want to sit around the corner and try to like meditate as I want to start the ritual to cast Find Familiar.
Okay, is that a 10-minute thing?
That is a 70-minute thing.
70 minutes.
70
All right.
minutes? Really?
No, short rest like an hour, right?
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
Well,
So we'll get a
okay.
short rest.
That's how I'm spending it. As I'll start my casting my Tomodachi Yobu, and I'll spend the next 70 minutes casting Find Familiar.
Okay, so you won't be able to get your short rest because you're actually focusing on doing a task.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so
I would like to get. Sorry, go ahead, DM.
no, I was
I
just
have a
gonna
thing
say,
I want to do
you
during
guys
this.
can-
I have a thing I want to do during this period of time, but I'll let you go.
Sure. Gabriel excuses himself to go meditate somewhere. Your horse is being saddled up. Everybody's having their drink. Whatever you guys want to do for the next hour to rest up. Whatever you guys want to do. So Soren, go ahead.
The only thing I want to do, nothing strenuous on this short rest. I just want to go look for Gabriel.
Okay. Gabriel, did you go? Like, how hidden are you trying to be?
Not very. I'm just kind of chilling around the corner because I'm doing something.
Okay, just kind of outside somewhere.
Yes.
All right, so right outside of the Swinging Sword Inn. Let's say you guys came back out because you were done talking to Kalissa. Right to the right is the All Faith Shrine. And that has a nice little kind of courtyard behind it with some flowers, like a little garden area. So you can find that area to kind of sit and meditate and work on this.
Perfect.
So Soren, you leave and you look around. Go ahead. Perception check to see if you can just kind of like see where Gabriel went.
12.
You look left and right. You don't see him immediately. And start kind of looking around the corner. You don't think he might have went into any other buildings, and then kind of turn right, and you see him kind of sitting off to the side behind the All Faith Shrine.
Gabriel, what do I see when I lay eyes on you?
Let's see. You said there's some flowers in this shrine.
Yeah. So unless you went in the shrine, I was thinking. Side. There's
Outside.
like a little garden area, some potted plants, a few flowers.
All right, I'm just kind of in between, like right up against the flowers, just kind of in like a meditative state, like hands on the knees, kneeling down, trying to get in the zone.
I see that, and I walk up next to him. I have a seat. I try to emulate like the position he's sitting in. Also put my hands on my legs. But I'm not actually doing anything. I just kind of like sit there the same way he is. I wait a minute or two, and then I'm just like, what's he doing?
I just.
Just breaks the whole thing.
Sense his presence, but I, without even opening his eyes, he just says, I think I have a spell. This one I actually did read about. I think I could summon this creature that came to me in a dream. It's one of those dreams where, it's just, it feels too real. But I think I can bring him here. I just focus long enough.
I've also had dreams that feel real. Alright, I'm gonna watch you and see if I can learn. And then I just sit and just keep resting, but just emulate his movements and just...
I just have a picture of like somebody coming up to you in like yoga class and just going, hum. Just
Namaste.
All right.
I just sit next to him and emulate his movements and just walk.
Hey,
Gotcha.
what are you doing?
So, Poppy, G, and Arendriel, you guys are kind of still in the Swinging Sword, enjoying your beverage and getting your crumble cake and your liquor together, waiting for your horses and everything to be saddled. Soren, you're kind of imitating Gabriel while he's actually doing stuff, and you're kind of just sitting there watching, pretending like you're doing stuff. And we are going to stop there and pick up next time after that.
Can I officially short rest in D&D Beyond?
Yes, everyone except for Gabriel can officially short rest.
Because I need to heal.
Gabriel, be ready for fucking dealing with that fine familiar.
Oh yeah, you know what? I grabbed the stat sheet and I just have it posted at the very top of my notes, so it's like, oh, it'll be always handy.
Yeah. It becomes a whole other thing.
Right. I'm not sure.
One
I'm
other.
using him for battle a lot, so it's like part of the spell is like you can dismiss him with an action. So it's like, all right, if we think we're about to get into some trouble, it might be.
Alrighty.
Outstanding.
Is everybody good for Thursday next week?
Yep.
Should be, yeah.
Awesome.
Calendar.
Coolio. Then I will stop the stream, stop the recording. So we'll be back in 7 days. And I can't wait to see what pops out at the end of this spell. I'm excited.
I have an idea.
It's not familiar.
Soren is so interested. He's so happy to learn spells alongside his wizard bro. Well, all right, I will cut the stream. It's great to have the whole group back together.
Yay!
Yay!
And we'll be back next Thursday at 7, which is the 8th. So, dope. Good night, world.
Righty.
Night.
Night, internet.